more colorful life, and welcome back to part 3 of my live mini reading session. So, if you're just now clicking on this, I do these live mini readings every so often. I try to go live for free and do free mini readings once a week. Every so often, I will do like I'm doing today, where I will offer one question for $15. So, if you want to be included in that next time, then make sure that you subscribe and you also ring the notification bell, because I usually just put like a post up about it the day before in my community section and in my stories, and they tend to fill up really fast. So that's why you want to make sure that you subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss out. Also, my live free readings, those ones are not announced. I just go live. It's usually on a weekend, and yeah, you don't want to miss out. So make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. So I've got 5 more people to read for, the last few people. I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for being so patient. And we're going to move right ahead with Chelsea. And Chelsea, you just want to know if there are any opportunities coming in. So let's go ahead and pull you some cards and see what opportunities coming in. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is yes, this is the season of opportunities. We are on the other side of the summer solstice, and this is just a beautiful season. We're going to see a lot of things come to fruition around September and October as well. So you're going to see a lot happening. Things are going to just really take off. Also, I remember when I was doing yearly readings for everybody. And I remember one thing everybody had in common when I was pulling cards for this year was that the first 6 months of this year had, just like a lot going on. But then the last 6 months, it seemed like things were speeding up and there were quantum leaps and there were all these opportunities coming in. So just no doubt about it, you've got some opportunities coming in. Let's see what they are for you specifically, for Chelsea. Ooh, oh my gosh, this is such big energy. So first of all, you have been feeling like kind of indecisive about what path to take. And I do feel like this has to do with like starting a business. You definitely have that entrepreneur energy. I see you rallying a whole bunch of people behind you to either purchase some type of service from you or like a product from you. And you've gone back and forth on what exactly this is going to be. And there is this message that you decided to let this path go for a while, that you decided it's not for me, your mind. And what you have to realize is that every single person who started a business has already started like 4 other businesses that have failed. It's so true. Like, it's okay to start something and then give up on it and move on. It's okay to start something and decide, never mind, I hate this, it's boring, and then just do something else instead. But I feel like what's going on is you kind of feel like a failure because you keep telling yourself you're going to do this, but then you don't. Or maybe like one weekend you like started on it and then you just gave up. And that's okay. You need to see all of those little times you tried, all those things you got off the ground. You need to see that as stepping stones to your success. It's okay if you want to completely change your mind, you want to do something else. We change so much as we grow through the years. It's possible that the thing that you went to school for, you don't want to do anymore. It's possible that the path you were on or what you've been known for just isn't you anymore. It happens, and that's okay. So I do see this message that this opportunity that's coming is for you to finally let go of something and lay something to rest that just doesn't suit you anymore. And it's going to be kind of scary because you've defined yourself by it for a while, or in your head that's like what you were clinging to for your ideal future, but you're going to rework this idea. This could literally be you quitting a job or leaving a relationship. I'm not sure. But I'm getting this card, like the yes card, the sun, telling you that cutting this cord and letting go of this thing is going to just make the way for you to birth something completely new, and it's going to be a huge opportunity. So getting off of this path is going to help you to hermit for a little while and to go within and meditate on what you really want. And this says a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. It's like you have a decision to make, what path to take or what business to start, or how exactly you want to establish yourself in this. And all you need to do is just a little bit of research, get some inspiration, and just maybe write down the first 3 steps. And then once you accomplish those first 3 steps, then you can research some more and figure out what the next 3 are. Just break this off into like little achievable steps instead of like freaking out about the whole big picture. And excuse me. Your guides are telling you that this opportunity is basically a brilliant new idea that you're going to have, but it is going to be related to something you were already trying to do, but it's like different. So, for example, let's say that you wanted to be a nail technician, but then you decided, never mind, I want to do eyebrows, or let's say that you wanted to start a business that was going to design children's clothing, but then you decide, you know what, never mind, I want to design clothing for mothers or something. It's basically, it's something that's related to something that you wanted to do. It's just like a different niche within that industry or that field. And so your guides are telling you that, the truth of the situation is that you're going to have to not procrastinate, and you're going to have to do research, and you're going to have a clear intention of what you want. And the beginning might be challenging because, any type of business or startup is going to cost money, and you're going to have to work hard, and also it's going to cost your time. So you're going to have to carve out time, and you're also going to have to budget. But you're so ready, and they're saying that's what this big opportunity is. And it makes so much sense. I've been talking a little bit about it today. I've been doing more research on that conjunction that everybody and their mom is talking about in the spiritual community and the astrology community and the tarot community. Have you guys heard about it? Should I make a video on it? I think it's on July 29th. It's some conjunction, has to do with Virgo. And the word on the street is that everybody's going to be like aligned with their purpose at that time. Like there's going to be a mass quitting of jobs, lots of layoffs. They're probably going to announce that the recession is starting. Everybody's going to panic a little bit, but it's also going to help everybody get real and get organized. And I feel like you're someone who's being initiated into this. And so, yeah, something's about to change for you, and you're deciding, you know what, I'm sick of depending on this shitty system. I'm going to depend on myself. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to do this thing. And yes, it's definitely like been an ambition of yours for a while. And the 7 of Pentacles is about saving money and like investing, and also sometimes like a windfall of cash. And it's so interesting when I put these 2 cards together, it does look like money is just falling into place. Like you're saving money, you're directing your funds, you're budgeting, like you're being smart, you're being a good steward, things are coming together. Like it's amazing. And so your guides are telling you to breathe. It's like you might have a little bit of anxiety just knowing that you're getting ready to take this big leap of faith. I feel like you've always known you were going to do something like this. It was just, how do I go from here, where I literally am right now, to there? And that is what you really need to figure out, is what are the little baby steps that fill in the gap between this and this. And you'll find out that that has a lot to do with your daily habits and your daily routines, and just being consistent and building momentum and being focused and getting into like a good workflow. So this is the star. You are literally getting ready to come out and be a star and tell the world, these are my gifts, these are my talents. It might just be one specific gift or talent. Remember, not every gift or talent that you have do you need to capitalize on and market. There are some gifts that are just for you, or that you just share with your friends, or when you want, or that you use to enrich your lives. But yes, you can take one or two gifts or whatever and turn that into a source of income. And I think that's what you're ready to do, is come out and shine and show people, this is me and this is what I got to offer. So this is going to be really serendipitous, the way this whole path aligns, the way this download comes to you. I think your guys just want you to know that's the opportunity that's coming. It's a download, and they're telling you it's going to feel so genuine. You're going to know something about this time is different because you've gotten these downloads, you've gotten these inspirations, you've had these ideas before, but this is going to be the big one. So is there anything else that you need to know about this path? The world. Oh my gosh, it might have to do with an opportunity to move. Because every time I see the world card lately, I've been seeing a lot of people relocating. This says a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. I think you're going to be able to look back and reframe all the other ideas you had, every experience you had, just like telling people what you wanted to do, or the things you read or educated yourself on, the paths that you tried, the times that you started and then gave up. You're going to realize all of that led you here to this and gave you really good experience. And so you're going to start feeling more successful. And yeah, it's amazing. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and for asking a question. And we're going to move on to the next person. All right, so Terry B is next. What's up, Terry B? Ooh, okay. So, Terry B, you've been dating this guy, Joe, for a little over a year, and you're wondering, will this relationship end in marriage? Now, this is a really loaded question, because what if I see no, it's not? I mean, I hope you don't feel like that's going to be a waste. A lot of times we have soul contracts with people that they're meant to come into our life for a certain season, and they're meant to teach us, certain things and bring us certain blessings and also lessons. So it could be that, this person, Joe, is preparing you for that. I hope it's not disappointing if you find that out. Sometimes I also pull cards and for some reason you're not meant to know. And if that happens, I'm just going to get you whatever I can. I might see that you guys are gonna marry. And if I see that, I'll try to tell you. I could be wrong. I don't know. There's a lot that could happen here, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to pull these cards and I'm just going to tell you what they say. Let's do it. This is a challenge one for me. Okay, the outcome of Joe and Terry B. Give me a second. I'm looking at this from all angles. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell you that I see potential with this relationship. Did I get a message that 100% you guys are going to be married? No. I think this is a situation where he has free will and so do you. And that could change. I don't know if it's necessarily set in stone. Some people think that, you've got this one person that's your twin flame and you're meant to be with him and you'll be able to pull cards and see from day one that you're going to be married. But things can change. I do see that there's an opportunity for marriage here and you guys are a really great fit. I see that. And your guys are also telling you they want you to stay optimistic about your love life. It's possible that you're asking this question because you feel like maybe he's moving on a little bit, and you're at this point where like marriage is really important to you, and being serious and like working towards a relationship like that's more serious is really important for you. So you might be sensing that it's time to draw boundaries in this relationship, meaning like I kind of need to know where this is going. Now, it kind of depends on a lot of factors, okay? One factor will be like, how old are you and do you want to have kids? If your clock is really, really ticking, then just beating around the bush with Joe for another 3 years might not be the best idea, and it might warrant conversation where you kind of ask, what are your intentions here? We've been dating for like over a year. I really like you. I'm starting to think about a future. What's on your mind with that? And, maybe he says, I don't want kids. I don't want to get married ever, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll have to decide, well, shit, you know? And even if your clock isn't ticking, if that's what your intention is, it's really important to you, it might be time to have a conversation and kind of see, let's touch bases. Where are we at here? Every so often in a relationship, you kind of have to touch bases like that. Now, I will say from my experience that sometimes a year can be a little bit too soon to be having a conversation like that. On average, and everybody's relationship is different, around 2 years does seem to be a little bit more of an appropriate time. But you really got to ask yourself how you feel about that. Also, is the clock, or is it just important that you get this off the ground? Are you dating to marry? And sometimes these situations where you've been with someone for a whole year and then you find out they don't want marriage, they don't want a kid, whatever, those can be avoided if from day one you just tell someone like what you're looking for. Hey, I'm looking for marriage. Want to have kids, not right away, but that's important to me. And if you meet the person you're sitting across from on that date is like, well, I just want to explore, I just want to have fun, I just want to enjoy, I just want to see where it goes. You just got to know if you date someone like that, you're taking the risk. So, who knows? Maybe you just went into this open-minded and now it's been like a year and you're like, I want more, I feel like that's what you want. You want more from this person. So maybe it's not necessarily about marriage. Maybe the next step for you guys is moving in or spending more time together or maybe talking about the future a little bit more, So I do see that Joe is making the effort. And also that you guys have been healing together, that this relationship has brought a lot of healing to both of you, that you guys are mirroring things to each other, that you're growing together, you're getting better together, not worse, which is good. I also see like the sex is still good. Like you guys are just like intoxicated by each other. There's like real healing that's happening there as well. And your guys are also telling you it's safe for you to love. Joe is not going to rip your heart out. Like if for some reason you guys had a breakup, it'd probably be very mutual. And of course it would hurt, but he's not like some toxic ass person, who's like here to rip you up and destroy you. Now I do see that Joe is not ready for marriage right now. He still has some issues. He needs to make more money and become more masculine. You met him when he was kind of at a rough time in his life, and he's grown so much with you this past year, but like he needs more time. Okay, so if you brought up marriage right now, it would probably freak him the F out. But you might need to set a boundary. You might need to talk about how you are dating with the intention of marriage. There might have to be some conversation about this if that's important for you right now. I think I want to ask the cards like, does this conversation need to happen right now? Because it's like, are you having the conversation out of love or are you having the conversation out of fear? You know what I mean? Does this need to happen right now? Yes. I'm actually, look, this is July and this is my yes or no deck. If I pull red, it's a yes. If I pull black, it's a no. And then this is my timeline deck. So this says yes, July, I guess. And I think that's why we're getting the boundaries card. I guess, yeah, it is important to talk about this right now. So how should you approach this subject? I got 1,000,001 questions about this for you. If you want to come back and do a full reading on this, we can. I try not to be one of those psychics that's like, oh, you gotta come back, I'm like, it's not cool, but for real, I feel like the situation is more complex. I might need more time. Um, just email me and I can send you a discount code. My love readings are very affordable, but since I already chatted with you, if you want to do that, but I'm gonna try to get you as much info as I can right now. Um, I think this is about building trust. I think it might be best to breach the subject, like maybe like when you guys are out on a date and you're having like a really good moment, or maybe after sex or something when you're cuddling and just talking, maybe you can say something about how you've really enjoyed this last year plus with him, and how you're starting to think about your future, and that you can visualize him in it, and just ask him how he feels about that. And then just kind of note his response. If he's like, I see you in my future too, then that's great. You guys can kiss and you can hug each other, and just maybe talk about what's your dream home look like, and just like cute little shit like that. And then maybe 6 months, or, once you guys have been dating almost 2 years, maybe you can have a more serious conversation about where's this going. You know what I mean? I think a year into this relationship is too soon to be like, where is this going? But if your clock is like tickety tick ticking and this is about having kids, then it might be a little different. You know what I'm saying? But I think it would be a little like, you know, a little much to just like drop that bomb on him after a year of dating. I think that after you date someone 2, 3, 4, 5, you start being like, okay, where the fuck is this going? But then again, if you're very young, it's different. So there's a lot of factors here. I do feel like for your sake, it's important to draw some kind of boundary, but you can do it in a playful way. You can be honest, you can be direct, you can ask, maybe start asking questions like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Um, you know, I think that this is about building trust. But I think right now he's not feeling comfortable or confident about his situation and his ability to provide as a man for like a wife and children. So he'd probably flip out if you were like dropping this bomb or trying to lay an ultimatum on him. Um, he's got some toxic and codependent relationship habits. He's still cleansing. His mind is not about marriage right now. This says, who I really am is different than how you think of me in your head. He really thinks like you're too good for him. It's actually kind of sweet. He really appreciates you. He really thinks you're like the best thing that's ever happened to him. This says, I'm thinking about your body. He does think that you're just like incredible. Um, He is a little bit confused about what you want from him. I don't know if you've just been playing it cool, but like secretly you're like, I'm obsessed with this guy and I like need to like get married to him now. But maybe if like you're starting to feel more like that, you should tell him. You should tell him that, I really like you. This year's been amazing. I can really picture you in my future. Like, what do you think about that? How are you feeling? Like, so maybe it's just time to talk about us if you haven't done that in a while. Just, take a baby step and see what's up with that. You don't need to drop an ultimatum and be like, if I don't have a ring on my finger in 1 year, then I'm breaking up with you. Don't be manipulative. But maybe you can start talking about us more, and see how he responds to questions about like, oh, what does your dream house look like? Or how many kids do you want to have? Or like, maybe you just kind of start playing around with that. This does say, I miss when things were simpler and easy between us. And it's true. Joe kind of wishes he could just stay in the honeymoon period with you forever and not have to like realize the fact that he's taken on a commitment, and that like if he doesn't want to take this seriously, that eventually you will leave and you will move on, because you don't have time for that shit to just keep this guy company and, I don't know, wipe his ass. At some point he's got to grow up and realize that being with a woman, in a serious relationship does mean that it's going to have to change. It's going to get closer. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to be vulnerable and open up and, maybe even start thinking about how am I going to provide and be a man and really make this happen. But it is a little bit too early for that. So I'm going to say you guys have a possibility for marriage, and that I'm getting the surrender card and I'm also getting fulfillment. Like, you're going to be fulfilled in this relationship. It has a positive outcome. There's a reason he's in your life. The life purpose card is really strong. It does make me think you guys have a high potential for marriage. He just adores you, but I can't tell you 100%. It might be like that's part of the learning process, or what you're supposed to learn here. And I swear that sounds like a cop out. It's not. But I do think you guys need to talk about this. But I think the reason I can't tell you 100% for sure is because there's a possibility he might not be able to get his shit together, and you might just not want to wait around for that forever. And he might just want to be in relationships that aren't as serious, whereas you're looking for marriage. So you might need to figure out, like, what is his intention here? Like, if your intention is be more serious in a relationship and he's seriously not on that page, you might not want to waste your time. And I think the only way to find that out is to talk to him, because he's not thinking about it at all. He's not there and he's not ready. Because of this, my life is full of stress. I've been struggling to keep it all together. I don't have the heart or the energy to fall in love. I would say to get married right now. My situation just feels hopeless. That's totally what this was about. So he's not feeling very hopeful about his situation. But if this changes and he takes action about this and he continues to feel the way he feels about you, I don't see why not you guys couldn't, walk down that path together. But a lot of this is up to him. I think he likes the idea of being with you in his future. He's not thinking about anybody else. That's for sure. So I hope that resonates. Thank you so much for your support. We're going to move on to the next person. I made a mess. Who? So Luna is next. What's up, Luna? Gonna pull you some cards in a second once I shuffle these back into the deck. So what's the question? What opportunities do I have in September? I'm planning on going to college, but I'm not sure if I'll get financial assistance. Okay. So you want to know what opportunities you have coming your way in September, Luna. You're planning on going to college, but you're not sure if you're going to get financial assistance. So you're wondering maybe you just go on your own path. So yeah, let's look into that, okay? John, can you bring me my pendulum? It should be out there, maybe in the bowl or something. Okay. Be going to school in September. Yeah, I think you're going to get the financial aid. If I'm wrong, fail. Maybe I'm not the reader for you, but I don't know. I got a yes from the pendulum, and I'm also getting 9 of Cups, and this is a card of abundance and celebration and positivity and support and like a job well done and like everything working out in your favor. And then the fact that it's like a man, it does make me think about like the system, education. I think it's possible. I think you're going to get the financial aid. But I think this is the Ace of Swords. I was just going to say, I think you need to take care of this now. I don't think you should just wait. You might have forms to fill out. You might need to show up. You might need to bring your parent with you. You might need to there's a lot of I's you got to dot, T's you got to cross. This situation could easily slip through your fingers and not happen. So you're going to have to be super proactive about it. And maybe you've been kind of waiting because you're like, should I just go on my own path? I have a feeling, I don't know if your family like isn't supportive or what's going on. I feel like you have to do this all on your own or something. But I also feel like you have been going around and around in your head about maybe just moving somewhere or traveling or going off. But I don't know, something about you going to school and kind of sticking to your original plan seems like a good bet for you. And look, I'm an Aquarius and I freaking hate college and I dropped out of school like 5 times. So, like, I'm not telling you this because I think it's the right thing to do, but I genuinely see in your path something about how, like, doing a little bit of hard work right now and just trying school out and trusting in your original vision is going to work out for you. But you have to commit to your path, because if you're just kind of going back and forth between should I just go be free or should I go to school and like we'll just see what happens, like if that's your attitude, then like nothing will manifest. So you need to pick one and commit to it with all your heart. And that's what the Ace of Swords is. It's like take action. It's not like what's coming or what's going to happen. Your fate and your destiny is in your hands, especially in this situation. So if you want to go to school, take charge and make a vision board or write down on a piece of paper, I'm so thankful that I got the funding and the financial aid and I was able to go to school and I met these cool people and I love my classes and like now I'm on this, put the energy out there. We have a full moon coming up soon. You could even just go out underneath the full moon and just say a prayer. Or you can just take the first step. You can call the school, you can email, you can show up. No one's going to hold your hand through this. You're going to have to like follow through. If you don't get the funding, it's probably not because they're not giving it to you. It's because you didn't fill out the forms, you didn't do the thing, you didn't show up, you didn't email them back, you didn't call. And so that's going to be the hard thing about this, is realizing you have to push and you have to be consistent. And there's like all these dates and stuff and all these details and things you have to be organized for. But that's actually part of the learning process and the schooling process and the college process. Like, not only do you learn what they're teaching you in the class, but you learn how to take responsibility, how to sign up for those things, how to, be there when you're supposed to be. And like, that's the most important thing. And so it could just be going to school for a little while, even if you fail all your classes and like you drop out, it doesn't matter. You're still going to learn something from whatever it is you deal with in that situation. So I just feel like it's going to be good for you. I don't know. I'm just getting these cards that are talking about you getting what you need and trusting and like that you need to do hard work right now, that it's going to be good for you and you need to have some kind of plan. And you don't have to have your whole vision. You don't even need to know what your major is. You can just pick a random one. You can switch it a million times. Everybody's path is different. Like I said, maybe you do drop out. It doesn't matter. I don't regret the times I went to school. Like, I did learn a lot, even though I didn't finish. Like, I think that no matter what happens here, there just seems to be some type of energy with you just trying it out. And this is the Seven of Cups. This is about not, well, I see two things here. One of them says, don't buy into the lie that you have to have college or you have to have school in order to be successful. This is time in your life for you to take risks, for you to do the crazy things, for you to travel. And I see all of that coming for you. But there is something about you learning responsibility and you just like keeping things like consistent for a little while, about you getting your foot in the door with that experience so that you can always have it as an option. Even if you leave school and then go back, you've already started the process. You already know what to expect. I just feel like you need to try it to see if you like it. I also see something, this could be a message about you going to school for acting or for theater or doing something in the arts. The world is calling. Travel is definitely calling. You do want to move, you do want to do your own thing. And it could be that school could provide that opportunity for you. It could be you could have it all. So, but there does seem to be something about just getting your foot in the door with this education thing first and really just think about you trying all the things. This opportunity is here now. It's a lot easier to get the financial aid and to get into school when like you're just right away than it would be for you to circle back later. So you might as well just get it established, you know? Even if you only take 1 or 2 classes. This is the King of Swords. He's a professor, he's a teacher. This is about learning. There might be a specific person or a specific teacher you're supposed to meet that's going to have a special message for you, or you might have a special connection with. Definitely there's some energy behind that, and like, this is a huge card about like favoring you going to school. And then they're also telling you that justice will be served, that you are going to get your financial aid if that's what you want. So just to confirm one more time. Whoops. Go to school, September. I'm getting the yes again. Yeah. I hope I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the next person. Who is it? So ET is next. Oh, sorry. I said ET. I was like, okay. BT is next. Oh. Okay, so you basically applied for the same job at a whole bunch of different places, and you're just wondering, like, one of them is interstate. Let's see if you're going to get that. It's very possible that you're going to get the job at interstate, or at least an interview at interstate. Let's see what's going on. I see you getting 3 interviews, potentially. Definitely 3 interviews coming fast, and you'll have the job offer by August, or maybe be starting by August. This could even be your first paycheck by August because it's Pentacles. So this opportunity is definitely coming for you. I also see something about another job opportunity coming your way in October. It's possible you're going to get one job and then be like, yeah, fuck this. And then like you'll get a different one. I don't know. That's just my prediction. I'm seeing something about maybe it not going the way you thought at first, but then like something else coming, or maybe even you getting a promotion. It could just be the first 2 months that this job is hard, but then you get a promotion or something like that. So whatever job you get will change, and it's temporary, but you're climbing up, you're moving up. So that's something they want you to know. You're so close. I think you're wondering, should I apply to more jobs or not? Like, because you put a lot out there. I don't know if you applied to 5 jobs or more, but you're at this point where you're like, okay, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting. I do get a sense of a lot of money coming your way. You're definitely going to get a job offer. I don't know if there's a sign-on bonus, or if, you're going to be offered more than you thought, or you're going to end up with more than you thought, like money-wise. But there's something like a huge financial increase that's definitely coming your way related to this. I think you're just done and exhausted because applying to jobs can be such a burden. And you have like a plan. I feel like you're like, I need this specific position so that I can level up, and then I can go here and do this. So I do see everything's going to go according to plan 100% for you. Like, you have a really strong vision of what you want. You 100% are going to manifest it. This is something that you've been working on for quite some time. I also feel like something about this job is related to something you've always loved to do since childhood. Maybe your guides are telling you to know your worth, to know you were cut out for this, to know that like you've always been involved in something like this in some way since you were younger. You could even tell people that in your interview, that like, ever since I was young, I was always kind of like this, and like that's how like I found myself to this job. Yeah. You're going to be interviewing very soon. And this is the Three of Wands. This is somebody who's like, look at my domain. Look at what I've accomplished. Yes. You're like shouting it out to the world, like your new position. Everybody's celebrating you. For sure. This is coming soon. By August, you're probably going to have this money in your hand. Yeah, but there will be a change, either a promotion or perhaps another job offer comes through and you're like, peace out, So I don't know, but it's whatever this is, you're going to get something. Your guides admire your productivity. You really hit the ground running and applied to all these jobs, and you're just like unapologetic about what you want and what you're about to do. And you do need to leave your current job, or you left it and it was meant to be. Like, yes, you're on the right path. Stay faithful. I think your guides are also telling you, like, you did your part and, like, they're going to bring you the next. So if you're at this part in the manifestation process where you've applied and there's nothing else you can do, then what you need to do is you need to go out into nature and go have fun and get your mind off this. Don't sit on checking your email 24/7. Just tell yourself, I'll check it twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, and get out of your house, get out of your head, go into nature, have fun, celebrate, do a little summer thing. And, a week or two, you're not hearing anything back. Maybe it's time to do another round of applications or follow up. But I do get a sense you're going to hear back. But you're at that point in the manifestation process where it's time to like let go and open to receive. And the best way to let go and open to receive is to basically get your mind off it. So when I'm at this point and I'm waiting on something to come through and I've done everything I can do, then what I do is I go into nature, I have fun, I hang out with friends, I get my mind off it, I take care of my health, I do affirmations, maybe I clear my chakras. I just try to make sure my vibe is high, my energy is right. If there's anything that I'm worried or doubting or feared about, I write all my worries down on a piece of paper and then I rip it up and throw it away. And then I write down what I do want to have happen, or I just get out of my head and go have fun. This is exactly what you should be doing right now. A week or two, nothing hearing back. If you don't hear anything back by the new moon, usually like the new moon and the week surrounding the new moon, like right after the new moon, that's when you're going to hear back and you're going to get opportunities and stuff. So if you don't get anything, it's the new moon, 5-6 days, and it's the first quarter moon, then that means it's time to send out more applications. But I have a feeling you're going to get, like I said, 3 interviews. Is there anything else you need to know about this? Justice! I just got this for someone else. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. I get the feeling that this card's coming out telling you that you're going to get this. These 2 pillars here do make me think of like a workplace, like the system, like a place of work. You're going to get it. I keep getting messages that you've done your part. We're also getting 8, manifestation. And this is the moon. This is big dreams coming true. And they're saying that there are things that are happening behind the scenes, which is why you're not getting an answer right away. And I do think it's because a lot of people are kind of lazy. They're on vacation, chilling. It might take a little while, follow up, but don't be annoying. And your guides are just telling you to release fears that are holding you back. Your guides, your angels are very loyal to you. You've been doing your part. Yeah, it's just about releasing and surrender at this point. And they're telling you not to underestimate yourself. You're ready to assert your independence and creativity and stretch your wings and fly. I also feel like this is how you're going to come across in job interviews. You're going to come across really confident and warm and intelligent and graceful. So that is so exciting. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the next person. Yeah? You sure it's the last one? Whoa. All right, Liren, thanks for waiting, dear. You're the last one today.
Josh called me and made a point to tell me he's going to an ordinary festival this week. I was shocked I couldn't even at the end of the conversation.
It was shocked what?
I'm not sure, I don't understand what it is. I don't know. I don't know said, shocked I fingered him at the end of conversation.
Hey, Liren, I think there's a typo in what you wrote me. I don't understand. Here, let me see. Can I see the computer? Sorry, I don't understand your question. You're saying Josh called you and made it a point to tell you that he's going to an EDM festival this weekend and was shocked that you fingered him at the end of the conversation. Sorry, I don't know what that means. So you were shocked that you fingered him at the end of the conversation? Does that mean you flipped him off? When you say that you fingered him, I'm just really confused, and I feel like it's an important detail. Are you there, dear? Oh, you gave him this. Sorry. Okay. You want to know what's in his heart. He says you have a special connection and wants to stay friends. Girl, you. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of, I kind of see why you did that. It does, like, if someone I, like, went through that stuff with just kind of bragged to me that they were going to a festival and, like, it's like, they're gonna go there and be with all these other girls and have all this fun, I'd kind of be like, fuck you, too. Like, why do I give a shit? Like, you just broke my heart. So, you know, he said he wants to stay friends and feels that you guys have a special connection, but you're just like, I don't know. I mean, at this point, if it's just too painful to be around him and it's hurtful anytime he tries to share news that he's happy with to the point where you flip him off, you gotta ask yourself, like, is this relationship healthy for me? You know what I mean? Like, you know? You gotta just be like, huh. But let's pull cards. Here's the thing. You guys are telling you don't feel like guilty or ashamed for expressing your love to him and for opening your heart to him and like everything that you confessed and all the energy you gave his way. You know, he is very confused when it comes to you. He goes back and forth all the time about what he wants with you. I get the sense that he just wants to explore his sexuality. He just wants to have fun. He just wants to go be free. He's not looking for a serious relationship. So he wants to keep you as a friend, or he just wants to hook up, you know, or both. And it's hurtful to you because you're like, I know that you're going to go out there and just hook up with other people and not be loyal to me and not return my energy and it, you know, and just kind of be a fuckboy, and this is hurtful, like, because I really care about you and we've shared so much together. So, you know, he broke your heart so bad you drank ayahuasca. Yes, ayahuasca. That's cool. Yeah, he's just really young and just very all over the place and like such a free spirit. I don't know if he's one of those people that's like, I'm Polly, so I get to go around and break everybody's hearts and like you just have to deal with it. But, you know, I feel like he really led you on, and you're right. I mean, the fact that you flipped him off and you felt like you know had to go drink ayahuasca and all this stuff, this guy's traumatized the shit out of you, and it might just be time to walk away. The hard thing is he does still care about you. He's not lying about how he wants to keep you in his life, and I think that there's a lot of qualities in him that remind you of someone that you want to be with, because like I feel like maybe you think he's your twin flame, and because I see the divine masculine card coming out, and here's the thing, I can't tell you whether or not he is. It's very he could be, but you need to know that not everybody has union with their twin in this lifetime, and it doesn't mean that you haven't ascended or something's wrong with you or you didn't do it right. It's just sometimes they're not here to play that role. They're definitely here to wake you up, and they're here to, you know, sometimes break your heart, rip it open, like guide you towards healing. And how interesting is it that you like felt guided to use plant medicine after this? Like, this guy could just be someone who's playing as a catalyst in your life. I can understand. I've been through something similar. I thought there was somebody that was like my twin, but they ended up just being a catalyst for healing for me, and who knows, maybe they are. I don't know. I really don't care anymore, but like I do get this vibe for you that like this guy, there's way too many synchronicities with him. There's this really strong soul connection. You guys both can't seem to quit each other, even though the relationship's obviously become toxic. And it's because you have a past life connection. So I get the sense that, it might just be a dead end with this person as far as being in a committed romantic relationship with them. They might want to hit it sometimes. They might flirt with you. They might come to you emotionally or want to be friends or whatever. But I just feel like all this person wants to do is take and they don't have a lot to give. And so, funny enough, I see a new love coming into your life. I feel like this person, like you said, definitely ripped your heart open. You've been through so much healing and you're at this point where you're like done with him. And, if he comes back, I feel like it's because he wants to participate in the dysfunction, and at this point, you deserve a real man, a real person. But like getting another twin card, I'm definitely seeing that at the very least, this is someone from your soul family. Don't discount the powerful feelings you feel about this connection and everything you've been through. They're definitely like a catalyst for your healing. And, there has been a lot of synchronicity involved in this connection, but your guides are telling you need to free yourself from it. It's time to walk away and be strong. And he might not ever be able to tell you, no, I'm not interested at all, or no, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Because I think he's still drawn to you. I think he still feels the connection. And even if he doesn't want to be exclusive, he still feels something for you, but he just might not be able to offer you what you want. And as long as you keep this guy around, whether it's physically or even emotionally, mentally, he's going to block you from new love. And so there is a message, it's time to cut these cords. And this is all happening. Chelsea Perkins, I have one of those. Oh my God, don't we all? Oh, right? Yeah. We have soulmates, but we also have wound mates. And there's times where those things overlap. But sometimes people come into our life because they have similar wounds as us, and we like play out these old roles with them. It's so bizarre. It's like karmic healing. I get the sense that this guy is like that for you. But your guys want you to keep an open mind. Don't be so hooked on the whole twin flame thing or whatever these synchronicities are with this person to completely write off the fact that there could be someone amazing out there for you. Because I'll tell you right now, this is not the kind of love you deserve. You deserve a lot more than this. And he's got a lot of growing to do. He really, really does. He, at this point, is like a kid in a candy shop. He just wants to hook up with everybody and just go be wild child. And you're going to be waiting years for him to figure it out. Meanwhile, you're a lot more mature than that. You know what you want. So you need to go find a man. It's not even about age, You could end up with someone younger than him who's more mature. It's just a vibe. And look, you are going to be in a serious committed relationship soon. One where you're moving in with the person, you guys are traveling together, you're having the most amazing time. And they do have that wild child, free spirit, bad boy thing going on, kind of like this guy does, but they're more mature and they're not jerking your heart around, So you guys are telling you that you just at this point gonna have to busy yourself, be productive, work on you, the whole drill. And that's what's gonna make you approachable. Because right now your heart is very blocked because of this situation. I think anybody's would be. It's normal reaction. But this is saying that very soon you're going to be feeling really productive and like a creative surge, and it's going to lead you to some new path. And then you're going to have this big glow up, and then you're going to be approachable, and you're going to be beating off all these men with sticks. And right around that time, that's when this playboy over here is going to want to hit you up again, because they're seeing how desirable you are. They're seeing your glow up. They're seeing your amazing energy. And, you're just going to be like, you know what? No, I found someone better. I found someone hotter. I found someone who has way more to offer me. I found somebody who's got money. I found someone who is knows what's up. And that's not you, So yeah, you have you guys shared a lot of passion, and I feel like you and this guy, you both like have this restless kind of streak, and that's probably why you're like, God, we're like the same person. And so it's, yeah, definitely that twin flame kind of energy or whatever, but they definitely have had a purpose in your life, and your guides are really sympathetic. But the truth is, you would have to wait forever for this person to come around. And is this friendship even worth it? Is this even a real friendship? Or is he just keeping you on the shelf so he can hit it sometimes? And do you want that? You know? Real talk. The hard thing is, he does actually really care about you, but his selfish wants and needs and like being all free boy right now is way more important to him. And I mean, I guess that's okay. You kind of have to respect that. But he's not thinking about you and your feelings or the feelings of the other girls that he's playing with. He's very much being selfish. I'm dating other people and don't want to be tied down. That's totally the vibe. I feel really bad for any girl who's dating him who's not on that same page. He's going to do well with other people out there who are on the exact same page as him. And I think you need to get really real with yourself about what you're looking for in a relationship right now and start saying no to everything that isn't that. And start saying no to situationships and start drawing boundaries. And you deserve better. And anybody who isn't cool with that, let them run. Because they're not a real man. He says, I know I hurt you. I have no explanation. I tend to self-sabotage when I'm in a relationship. It's a pattern I'm just barely becoming aware of. If you wait around for me, I can't promise I'll be as ready as you are. And that's the truth with this guy. And I do think he realized some things with you. I do get this vibe like that he realized some stuff with you, and I think he keeps coming back because he enjoys the spiritual and the emotional connection he has with you, maybe even the physical connection, of course, but I think that he's not mature enough to just singularly focus on this. And, he wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants it all. And funny enough, he's going to go off and have that. And then you're going to go get in something amazing. Everyone's going to be hyping you up. You're going to have this new relationship. And at that point, he might change his mind a little, or he might come back stronger than he's ever come at you before. And it's just because he feels like he's losing his power or his control over you. I feel like he likes knowing that you feel the way he feels. I think this guy is stringing a lot of different girls along. I think that's what gives him power, feeling like he has access to all these women. I think he has a really distorted inner world, and I think you need to watch out for him. Sorry, I don't mean to roast him. Oh, girl, he's selfish all across the board. Yeah. He's leading a lot of people on. He's playing games. He's treating all these girls like they're disposable. I see something about a porn addiction, which a lot of men have, but for him, he's really dissociated and detached from reality. His view and perception of women is not healthy. We're roasting this guy. You're saying he deserves it. It's okay. Yeah, this is just the message that's coming through. I don't usually roast people this hard, but meanwhile, you need to know that you're about to have a big glow up, and what you just went through with this guy was real. You weren't overreacting. There was some karma that was being cleared. There was like some real stuff that was going on. And I know I see your stomach sick. I see you sleepless nights. I see tears you've cried. I see the plant medicine you've done. I see it all. And I feel like this guy was a catalyst and he triggered some deep wounds. So you need to ask yourself, who treated me like this? Was it my father? Was it that guy that screwed me over in high school? Was it that person that assaulted me? What is this mirroring? Because there's nothing wrong with you. It's just other stuff probably wants to be cleared along with this. This could just be like something that's unclogging all of it. And like my situation with the guy kind of like this helped me realize some deeper wounds I had with my father. It's just I wasn't conscious enough or strong enough or brave enough, I think, to face that. So like I kind of put it all into this guy. And so that could be something else to look at too. It's like, what's the root here? But I don't know. This guy sounds like he was a little traumatic too, so it might really just be a him thing. But yeah, I feel like you picked up a lot of his energy. It might be time to cut the cord, give a lot of this back to him. And maybe that he keeps coming to you for energy exchanges and stuff because, like, he's watched my channel a lot. You probably know I'm going to tell you to write a letter and, like, rip it up, burn it, throw it. Yeah. Like, keeping energy from you. He could be an energy vampire. He could even be a narcissist. He could be intentionally ideation, devaluation, discard. So like love bombing you and then discarding you like over and over again to kind of get you addicted to him and to get like supply. I don't know. There's something off here. You're okay though. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I feel like the person he pretended to be when you guys were like all in love and everything was great is not really truly who he is. Yeah. And I also feel like as soon as you pull away from him and you start healing, he's just like, oh, you're the first thing on my mind. I miss you. Like that kind of shit. Yeah. Weird. And I keep pulling cards too about how much he really, really likes you. But I just don't know if that's enough, you know? Guys, don't overthink it. Listen to your womb, listen to your gut, and know that he's like, this guy's kind of toxic and you deserve better. And it happens. You don't have to blame yourself for getting caught up in this guy or, oh, why didn't I see it sooner? Or like, we just don't know till we go through these things. And, you know, you're the one who's going to have the biggest glow up after this and who's going to heal and who's going to rise and who's just everything's moving forward. You know, nothing bad's happening to you. It's just when you cross paths with a toxic person, sometimes they just kind of tornado through your life and they make you think everything's falling apart. But then as soon as they're out, the dust settles, everything's peaceful, there's not as much destruction. You're like, oh shit, it wasn't me, it was them. So I have a feeling it's one of those situations. Anyways, dear, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this resonated with you. And with that, I'm going to end the session. Thanks to everybody who was just chilling and watching and hyping me up while I was pulling these cards. Thanks to everybody who purchased a reading. Everybody who just kind of hung out and like just watched. I don't know. I feel your energy and I just really appreciate that support. And I've kind of been vacationing a little bit lately. I haven't been posting as much, but I plan on being a lot more active in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to do more TikTok stuff. So, and I just posted another reading like the other day ago, so check it out if you haven't. If there's anything you'd like to see on the channel, any videos you want at all, just DM me on Instagram or email me and be like, yo, can you please make a video on this? You guys are constantly emailing me and telling me what you want to see, and it's crazy because a lot of times you guys tend to tell me at the same time you want the same kind of message. So that really helps me to know like what to make for you guys. Stay tuned. I really, really love this community. I love you all. We're going to keep doing these mini sessions. Next weekend, I'll do one for free. So make sure you ring that notification bell. And I will see you next time. Bye, Chelsea. Bye, Laren. I'll see you all. Bye, Luna. Bye, Iman. Peace out.